Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. It's Mario RPG!
Woo!
And you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute. In the last episode, which I was paying very close attention to and was definitely not in another tab on my browser, you happened to be in a dark blue place that you just gone into the mouth of a sword.
That's right,
What are you
Ken.
doing in Monstro Town?
It was a dreary gray blue place, remnant of the Shadowlands from The Great Divorce by Clive Staples Lewis. Click our affiliate link to Amazon below to check out that book. Just kidding, we don't have one. No, what we decided to do is take a break from that part of the game and come back and do some unfinished business. So we got, what's his name over here?
Morpheus. This is not a real dojo. This is just a program.
You wish to challenge me? What kind of, you do Jinx's voice. I don't know what kind of voice he has.
You wish to challenge me?
Challenge?
Alright, you ask for it, no crying if you get hurt.
All right, so we're at level 30.
He's a samurai.
I think this is the final, oh dear,
Woo!
the final version of...
Kicked her in the butt.
Right in the butt.
This is his final form?
I think so.
He looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's got mad evade skills.
Yeah,
though.
no, he
I'll just say
totally-
right now, it's partially because he's so tiny. Trips kick.
Oh man, and the timed defense is always late.
I was gonna say, if that shell doesn't hit him, we got problems. That thing's huge. That's like a, I don't know, like a planet dodging a star coming at it. Like, it's just not gonna happen. The star is huge.
Yeah.
And engulf it in its giant gravitation. Oh, come on!
Aw,
This is attack. Maybe he like.
Oh, this is a good sign. He's already valoring up. I think once we're to level 3, it's like we don't even have to do a whole lot of like healing or item management. We could just sort of spam the attack button.
It's true. All of our guys are level 30. And even our ladies.
They self-actualized. Remember talking about that in episode 40?
Man, they just went up that hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, Maslow's. Basement
That's like
dwellers.
real life leveling up.
It has been, Ted and I are sitting down on the couch right now. We're in the basement. It has been
2 whole weeks
since we've done this.
Weeks.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. since
Literally
we've
the
recorded.
smallest amount of time that we could put an S on the end of it.
Yeah, and so, and here's why. My job at work at a church, Easter season gets pretty crazy busy, and so we thought maybe this would be wise to just take a little, just 1 week breather.
Here's the final form. We were wrong. We fought the second form just now.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
You wish to challenge me, watch Kurose Jaga. His sensei is in action.
See, he's a sensei. He's got to talk like that. All right, and Peter had guests over at his house last week.
Yes, and guess where they stayed? Oh
In
my
the
gosh.
basement.
We just did 130.
They stayed in the basement. There's a guest room in the basement. There's also a basement in the basement. Peter had to dismantle the entire basement.
Yeah, I did. I unplugged stuff. I pushed things against the wall.
You
I moved
filled
the
in dirt
computer out.
with it so you could actually dismantle the basement.
Oh,
And
wait.
dig it all back out. I've got a story about a basement. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
So check that. Oh, this is just, it's amazing. My parents bought this house in Zimmerman, Minnesota. Before I was born. They fell in love with this little house. It was just a single level little house.
Okay.
And they fell in love with it, but they wanted a basement so bad. My dad was just finished construction school. He was kind of like a go-getter, and he was like, you know what, we can do anything. So we're gonna build a basement.
They dug out a basement
under
an
this
existing house.
Right. So he
That is
dug
so cool.
with a shovel. He hand dug the basement under the house under the house.
Dude, that's
and they
amazing.
They put in like the support beams and all the stuff, so that way the house wouldn't collapse or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Hey, this is going good. We've been putting in a lot of work." So they went on a short trip. They came back.
Oh no. Oh no.
They came back, and it had rained and washed it all in. Like, my dad had done all that stuff. Luckily, the house didn't cave in.
I was
fall.
gonna say, I was really worried you were
That
gonna
could've-
say like the
it
house
fell
was
down.
crooked or like collapsed.
Yeah, luckily that didn't happen, but they ended up having to sell a different piece of land that they had and hiring like a company to come in and actually lift the house so they could do it like,
proper.
legit.
Yeah, like
And-
build a foundation while the house was on stilts.
Right.
Oh, we
and
did it.
they were really like I was talking. I didn't know this story until like this year. My dad was talking about it. But I grew up in that basement. At once my dad had dug by hand, and then secondarily it had dug by a
twice
giant
dug basement.
digger. Yeah, two dug. How many times can you say you've been in a basement twice dug?
Oh, look,
Not many.
Jinx lost the title of Sensei. Probably
Are we Sensei Mario?
From today,
You are the Sensei of this dojo.
Yep.
So apparently, please take this belt, which only the highest ranking fighter in the dojo can wear.
This belt.
I like that voice better. It's kind of more like that.
Well, he's not Sensei anymore, so maybe he's like,
We will rename the dojo Mario Style Dojo and incorporate your jump technique into the training.
oh yeah, this is
You can't
funny.
see this, but my lips are not matching up with what I'm saying.
That's why it sounded funny. Okay, he's changing the sign right now.
Jager and I will start our training immediately.
Yeah, this is funny.
You cannot defeat my crane style. 1,000 warm-up jumps. Ready, begin. Oh, I see, because Mario's style is jump.
Okay, Ted and I are gonna go get a coffee. You guys count the jumps. We'll be back in a few minutes.
They probably do 1,000 jumps, don't they, if we watch?
I really don't know. If somebody knows that, or if somebody wants to look that up and comment
We're
below,
not going to do
let
that
us know.
now.
Here's my favorite thing to do
Because, yeah. Okay.
once this has happened. You thought 1,000 jumps was hard without a fat Italian plumber on your head. Look, it's an M now instead of a J.
Oh, Mario style.
Yay, we did it.
Up on Mario style.
One of these doors.
Remember when that video got 4 billion views?
Yes. Okay, let's save.
Think about this, Peter.
Yes.
I just touched Peter's shoulder.
I'm thinking about it. You did.
I don't usually
he touched
do that.
it. It was firm, but not quite firm enough.
If you've got a $1 CPM, that video
Yes,
made you
Ted?
$4 million.
I'm touching his knee. Wait, okay, so explain to our viewers what a CPM is.
So it's like a YouTube ad revenue thing
Thanks for
that,
coming
like,
by.
per 1,000 views, the average amount of money you make from ad revenue, if you're not like signed to a multi-channel network or something like that, is about $1 per 1,000 views. So you can kind of figure out, like, if you look at PewDiePie, for example, now he's got a higher CPM, but if he only had $1 CPM and he gets like 5 million views on a video, he made $5,000 on that video with just a $1 CPM.
Right.
Give a big channel like PewDiePie probably has more like a $5 or $6 CPM just because it's more high profile.
Yeah.
And so that's 5 times that.
Yeah, that's
So if
pretty
you
crazy.
got 5 million views, that's $25,000. Think about this. He gets about 5 million views a day.
Yeah.
That's $25,000 a day.
Well, you know
Now,
what?
he's also the biggest YouTuber on the planet and all that stuff.
He
or
done
whatever.
good.
Yeah, but that's crazy, right? So that's what CPM is. It's
We're gonna buy a
So if you have, it's kind of like clicks per mil. So it's like it's dollars per whatever. It's a way of measuring how much money is in the thing.
Yes. Thank you, Ted, for that sterling explanation of what CPM is.
It was pretty good up until I started going all Aaron from Game Grumps on it.
What were we? I thought you were going Bill
You were
Cosby.
getting like a yeah, nope.
Go.
It's a family-friendly channel, Peter. Okay. You ever had that moment where like the inside of your ear, like really deep, all of a sudden starts itching so bad, but you can't reach in there unless you like get a nail. So you like stick a nail way deep in there and you just like around until something pops.
No.
I'm just kidding. Don't
Okay.
ever do that.
Ted, you
Protect your.
had me
I hated those
worried.
things in Mario 3. Why do they make them now?
Yeah, and you can fall off of this too, and it just bounces you back up.
This is cool.
We got a couple minutes here before the end of the thing, so I figured we just
You
show
almost.
this.
I'm
a pro. I'm an old pro.
Oh! As you fall.
See, I wanted to demonstrate to the basement
But you have to start
dwellers what
over, probably.
happens. You fall down.
On
the
this level.
creepy clown face. Yeah, it just resets you to the beginning of either the platform you were last on or the beginning of the room.
Okay.
But the rooms are pretty small.
Ew.
And the path does split here. Let's give this guy a fight. see
Two
what
paths
happens.
divergent of wood, and I chose the path less traveled.
We went over this, Ted. It's a yellow wood.
What?
That's important. 2 paths diverged in a yellow wood.
Was it a yellow wood?
It was a yellow wood. Consult your local library. Ted and I are
You sure it's yellow?
poorly receptive. Well, I'm not sure. Guys, look it up and comment below.
Yeah.
And we'll see. It's a Robert Frost poem
Called.
Fire and Ice. No, that's not the right one. That's a different. Wow, we caused a lot of
Robert
damage.
Frost poem. It's called The Road Less Traveled, right? I mean, it's like super popular.
Yeah, and that made all the difference.
Yeah, like seriously, if that's poetry.
I took the road marked
so cliche.
through travel.
Wouldn't it be awful if you wrote a poem that became so famous that it became cliche, so then people reading your poem thought you were cliche?
Oh,
like
yeah.
You're a poet.
But you're the
all
first
like
one who
a
said
hipster. You were saying the road less traveled before it was cool.
Oh, look at these guys dropping. Okay, we're gonna hit that green switch next time in the basement.
Hey, why don't blind people go skydiving?
It freaks out their dogs.
Yep.
You told that joke before. Hey, until next time.
In the basement?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Basement Dwellers, thank you so much for joining us for Super Mario RPG today.
Yeah, we're near the end of
Jinx
this game.
twice. We battled him. We're pretty powered up. We beat him. Next time in the basement, we're going to hit that green exclamation point switch you saw before the end card came on, and we'll do something else special.
Until
that
next
you
time,
don't know
Basement
about.
Dwellers, we think that you are more dojo than...
that song, that old pop song about wake me up before you dojo.
Be hanging on like,
In the basement.
oh, no!
In the
In the
basement.
basement.